Hello everybody, and I'm Chris here, also known as Sketching Creations, and today we're starting a bit of a...
Are you gonna get going soon?
Yeah, I'm getting to it. And today we're going to be starting a little bit of a different series, where I'm going to showcase all of my Half-Life 2 maps, all the maps I've made under the Half-Life 2 engine, either for Half-Life 2 itself, or for using Gary's mod in Source Filmmaker. A little side series, just to fill it in until the next proper series starts. Let's go. I meant to do this for a while to showcase my maps. Anyways, we're gonna start here with just a few little some incidental maps. This is the start to the series because I'm not gonna do the full introduction in every single episode of this particular segment. So we're gonna look at some miscellaneous maps of mine, and then after that we'll get to the proper ones, the real interesting ones. I have them all categorized here. A side note. Anyways, this right here is just my first ever test box. We're testing out mechanics, some of which you may see return in later videos for later maps. So ignore these. This is just completely normal. Now this right here got some Counter-Strike money. There's a big counter in the wall. You pick up $1, you get $1. You pick up a 5,000 bundle, you get 5,000. What is it for? You'll see later, probably. Hello guys, here's a Minecraft code and there's some Half-Life 2 water in it. Very nice water effects. If I just pop a soda can in here, or anything really. Out shoots the bottle. And it immediately breaks. The world's most amazing bottle flip. Anyways, here's some mirror stairs, which as you can see the game really hates that they exist. Also, I don't have a reflection because it's Half-Life 2. Gordon doesn't have a model in first person. Crates here. And these are some of the stairs from the Mystery Shack map, which we'll review later in a later video. Just here. I don't remember why they're... Excuse you. I don't remember why these stairs are here, but they are. So we start here is testing of an elevator. Yeah, elevators. Having come from doing maps in Portal 2 initially, doing elevators in Half-Life 2 is incredibly annoying, because when you're in Portal 2's branch of Hammer, you can just be like, oh, func track train, move to path node, and you tell it the very specific path node for it to go to. But in Half-Life 2 and its branches, you have to specifically use like a bunch more logic entities, like, oh, if this value matches this number, go to the specific floor. It's a lot more complicated in Half-Life 2. Which I don't like, but well, it is what it is. It is an earlier branch after all, so I don't know what they expected. Guess you gotta just go there. Yeah, goodbye. You can just stay up there out of the way. Anyways, here's a very conspicuous floor button, which explodes when you step off of it. If you've seen my mouse, you may know where this is from, but again, I'll get to that later. Here's a vending machine. Spits out money. Which acts like a healing thing, but it's not actually. It's like, does it even... It does that with the gravity gun, too. I don't remember what this is about. It may be a reference to one of my very old works, I don't know. Snack machine. Now, around here, you gotta be very careful, because... There's a teleport trigger, it's invisible. This is a pro... Whoa. This is a prototype of the ladder from inside the gift shop in the Mystery Shack. Gotta get there later. Just to make sure I know how ladders work. Also, that's weird. Because normally when I make maps in Half-Life 2, for some reason ladders don't work. I can only test them in Gary's mods. I don't know why that one works. I don't remember. It's an older map. Here got some panels from Portal 2 that I ported over. Stand here, it animates. Now something that's a bit of a bummer is that normally when panels animate in Portal 2, they have these nice noises that represent when they move. Well, that didn't really transition backwards into Half-Life 2 all that well. It's like, the sounds don't transfer, and even if they did, I don't know which sounds it uses, because it's one of those more indirect things you have to really dig to find the proper sound files that the animations use. So it's just a silent panel, which is a little bit disappointing. Well, it's something, I guess. I have the model, at the very least. This right here is an elevator door. Or is it? Isn't that cool? This is based after a commercial I saw on TV once for some kind of medication. It's one of those medicine commercials where you see stock footage of people being happy doing things. In this one shot, this guy goes to walk through an elevator door, but it opens. And then I think he plays tennis on the air side, table tennis. It's a cool thing, though. Here's a melon. It's still a melon. Very dense melon. And here's a little patch of floor that looks a little conspicuous. Oh no, the floor fell. Yeah, this is another little thing. It is. I wonder, have any of you ever seen that one video about the elevator prank? Where it was made as like an advertisement for a monitor company, like a company's new monitor product. It's like, oh, the monitor's so HD, it's so real. And so in the video, they put monitors all over the floor of an elevator, and they would scare people by when people go in the elevator, doors closed, and the monitor show the floor falling away, and people will react scared like. This is based after. However, unlike that, this is actually a hole. There's just a player clip that you can't fall through. It's like, we give himself a grenade, and they toss it down there. It will fall down there. And it dies, apparently. Okay. Is that the thing? Yes, right here is here's just a little funk track train. If we just boot this up. It makes TARDIS noises. Isn't that fun? This is another little test where apparently, if you set a looping noise to a funk track train for its movement sound, the pitch and sound of the sound effect are affected by the speed of it. Hey brain. The speed of the platform affects the sound, which is a little interesting. Anyways, though, I'm gonna leave it behind. This right here is a familiar little triangle dude. This is the first 3D model I ever made in Blender, and it really kind of shows. Maybe we should remake this one day. With my Mystery Shack map, I was considering releasing this as a little bonus you get for clearing all the end pages. Excuse me. I was considering making this the reward you get for clearing away all the end pages in the Mystery Shack map. We put them all on the board. You know, it's kind of ugly though, so I didn't. Over here is a mirror and a citizen. And our vending machine. This one dispenses soda cans. I think though, if I come back in here and press this, dispenses a grenade. Actually, I think we just go back in here to do that repeatedly. Yeah, just makes it dispense grenades over there. And this citizen right here, male 02, he's a little bit of a test. If I turn him on, no, not that way. Got a little POV test. There's an interesting little mechanic right here where I tried gluing a point view control to an NPC's eyes. Well, it's not actually an NPC, it's actually a prop. But here, as you can see, it provides an interesting little effect. You get a little first-person motion. It's like full motion cam right here. I've been thinking about trying to use this mechanic in a map for a long time, but I just haven't. So right here's about to clip through this crate. Nice. Yeah, I think it's an interesting little concept. I wonder if you could use this interestingly. Just clip right through Dr. Green right there. This right here is why there's a mirror here, because you can see it first person. You see the reflection, and then he sits back down. Isn't that nifty? So yeah, this is my first little test box testing mechanics for maps you've already seen. You've been following all my work. It is what it is. Anyways, let's move on to the next map. This right here is a little pointless little test map. Just an island out in the sea. It's got an infinite skybox. Also a vending machine apparently. It's like you don't see a whole lot of ocean maps. I think like these vast open oceans. It's not like just like it's just an awkward amount of space in between the actual map and the edge of the skybox. Also, oh yeah, you can walk in water. You can be Jesus. Look at this. Isn't this magical? Did I set this to work with NPCs? Hold on. Oh, that water noise is very loud. Let's see. So you fall through. What if I bring a breen in? Yeah, some of those are above the water. Let's see, just get rid of some of you. Okay, no, he just falls right through. Or you just stop very abruptly. There's a little test map. You can walk in water. It's kind of cool. The only downside of it really is that the water footstep noises are very noisy. Yeah, it's just a little thing. Fly to the edge of the map. That's the edge right there. I think it's a nice concept. Anyways then, on to the next map. This right here is an interesting little concept that I've used a few times. Now in this map, I'm inside a massive tower. It's over the ocean. The fog effect kind of makes the borders of the map ugly, but it is what it is. I'm in this big tower above the ocean, and there's a clock here. Now I've used this in like one map, I think, but basically, excuse me, got some levers here. You pull the levers, it moves the hands of the clock. So let's say it's 2:15 p.m. Oh, it's 2:15. In this lever right here, just a second hand, but I don't need to do that. And so it's 2:15. Come over, pull this lever, chunk, and that starts the clock. And now, from that point on, this clock will count out real time as you're inside the map. Thinking this over, I've used this in 2 maps so far, one of which is not released on the Steam Workshop yet at this point, but it might be soon. The other one is Sunset's Apartment. It's a little in-game clock that counts out real time while you're in the map. It's been pretty nifty. It is like one of my earliest attempts at fleshing it out, though, but later attempts got a bit cleaner. This clock isn't the most accurate, really. I think eventually, after a while, the hands will desync from the proper increments. Anyways, yeah, that's about it, though. It's a nice little concept. Not that many maps have real-time clocks, if any, other than mine. And there's a problem with this concept as well, is that if you're in single player and you pause the game, the clock just stops, as you can see. So it's not the most reliable thing. So in multiplayer, it could work a bit better. Yeah, it is where it is. And on to the next map. Now this map, this is only more relevant if you're one of the people who follow me in DeviantArt and have for a while. If you're a person who's only followed me in Steam or else you just found me for the first time, you won't have any idea what this is. And basically, back in like 2016, I participated in the Equestria Daily Artist Training Grounds event, and for one of the days, I did a picture based off of that one MLP episode. What was it? The Saddle Roll Review, I think it was called. It was the episode with Saffron Masala. Anyways, though, this is the background I made. The background for that picture I made based on the episode took place in one of the restaurants from the episode. So I made this map as a little reference for my background drawing. A little behind the scenes, you know. It is rather ugly, but it's because I was only using the shape as reference. You look at the actual thing, it's really ugly. You can see all the dev texture out there. This prototype Canterlot. No, you're just here for shape reference. You see this door clips right through because it opens too far. Till the paintings the wall. See, sometimes I cheat a little bit by using the source engine to my advantage. You know, it's been quite interesting. It's been quite interesting since I learned how to use source engine back in like 2012. And I've been working ever since. How much longer I'm gonna keep going? Who knows? Anyways, on to the next map. Alright, I think this is the last little map that I'll show for this first little example episode. This right here, it's basically just an ice rink. The concept of this map is that I got a warehouse and I turned it into an ice rink. You know, I wonder if there's many ice rink maps out there. You see his warehouse before, got some ladders, got some crates right here. Crates from my company, CM Industries, Supply and Delivery Branch. We deliver a bunch of extra junk that you definitely won't need in we deliver a bunch of extra junk that you definitely won't ever need at any time. My fictional company purchased this warehouse and turned it into an ice rink. Here's an exit door, it's locked. Got a bunch of crates all around. There's also ammo crates in here for no real reason. And this right here, a little control panel. If I press the left console, it toggles a little number thing on both sides. You'll see what that is in a second. If I press this button, that means it just made something come out of this vent above me. I'll get to that in a bit. So walk around a bit more. Big empty warehouse and speakers. It's nice. It's a little ambient map I made once. Here's a thing here now. What can that be? Some more exit doors, you know, realism. Usually a warehouse has more than one exit. You know, apart from the giant vehicle doors, I guess they would be. Anyways, what is the actual purpose of this map? Well, door. In here, also you can see the ice is actually reflective, but you can't see myself because I'm in Half-Life 2, you can't see my reflection. It's spawned a Breen in, you can see his reflection. Barely, kind of. It might be hard to see in the video. Anyways, this is gnome hockey. Isn't that exciting? Anyways, yeah, that's about it for that one. Nice little ambient map. In case you're wondering, I won't be releasing any of the maps in this first episode to the public. With later episodes, there will be a chance that I could release some of the maps shown to the public. That if they aren't already public, there's a chance that if enough people are interested and say so in the comments, I will release them. But for this first part, maybe some others, none of these maps will be released. They're just here for you to see in these videos. Anyways, my name is DeviantART, also known as Sketching Creations. In the next part, we'll review some more maps I have. Some you've seen, some which you've not seen. So I'll see you then.